You got any rogies?
Yeah, I do, actually.
Oh,
good reminder.
Wow, dude, you're just like, I mean, you're really getting good. You're really getting good. My lower back, was just screaming. All right.
Today's episode brought to you by Rogies. Rogies, 6 milligrams.
Wow.
Peppermint flavor.
Look at the neon blue on that with the black background, and
yeah,
looks like a hockey puck.
It's plastic though. I like the metal ones, but
yeah,
whatever.
Black Buffalo makes a nice tin. They make a nice rim at the top, nice golden rim. So the long cup.
This chair feels like it's not quite perfect. Now I feel too low.
Well, I switched it out. You normally had like the kind of pinkish chair. I switched it out, gave you a black one.
Oh, that's what it is.
Because I don't know why. I think that was originally there, and then somehow those got switched. Kids probably playing with them.
Whatever, who cares?
Hey, good morning. Welcome to another episode of Dude Dads. It's 7 a.m. We're here cooking it up. I was getting ready to blast Jeri online that he'd be late. You know, we're starting early because Jeri was supposed to show a house, and I got the chiropractor at 9 because my back is so bad right now.
I just couldn't get out of the hot tub this morning.
Oh,
I was awake, enjoying my first cup of coffee in the hot tub, and I just didn't want to get out. It was comfortable. You know what I mean? The water is the same temperature as the air.
Yeah.
So you're just wet. You're just wet with jets blasting in your back. You know?
That does sound nice, though.
It's quiet. You know? It's a nice time of morning. You know what I mean? Nobody bothers you.
We're going to build our hot tub extension over here. And
You have that hot tub.
Yeah.
But you never use it.
Right now, no. I'm going to build the little platform and get it out of here.
Okay.
Or I'm going to actually get rid of that greenhouse.
Okay. So we're just off like fucking 3.5 months of vacation.
Whoo! Dude, I'm coming off of like just, what are we doing? Yeah. I mean, I had to tell the homeowner, like, hey, I've been gone for 2 weeks. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know, like, dude, it was a perfect time though. Everybody went on vacation. I was texting homeowners like, yeah, I'll be back. They're like, oh, don't worry. We're on vacation now too. I'm like, oh, good.
Yeah.
Say nothing getting done. This is a weird time in contracting where like, hey, I'm going on vacation for a while. Nothing's going to get done for the most part. I mean, I did get a basement painted while I was gone.
It is a weird time. Like, you don't want to come home, but you also want to come home.
Yeah.
Because you just know the shit that's waiting for you. You know what I mean?
So let's back up. Let's start with our vacations. I'll go first. Thanks for asking. No big deal. How did we start it off? We started it off with Mexico. Mm-hmm. Mexico, never been there. First off. Cancun, just below Puerto, I don't know, Modelos, let's say.
Okay.
It was very nice.
Yeah,
the people were super nice inside.
Yeah.
You know, the buffet. I could have hung out at the buffet for every eat. Now the girl's like, we need to switch it up and go to the other restaurants. I'm like, it's all right here. This shit's banging. They were just turning it out. And this is when I just got my bad news. So, like, eating healthy was, like, super easy to do in there.
Yeah.
You know, with the good sauced beans mixed with, you know, the fish and some rice and a lot of veggies. I had the grilled peppers and onions. That was, like, my staple.
That it tasted so good.
Let's go back even further. Guys, remember the last episode I said, hey, if you're going to check your health out, you know, do it. Don't be scared. Well, I did check my health out. I took out 12 liters of blood and found out I'm a fat piece of shit. All right. The lady failed me pretty hard on the first page. Cholesterol out the roof. All right. Just waiting for a heart attack. So that fucking sucked. So we have cut out red meat. We've cut out all saturated fat stuff. There's no negotiations. There's no like, well, you know, you could actually add. No. I've already ate it all. We're good. I got to go backwards really hard, retrain. So everything's out for a while.
And then leave for 2 weeks vacation.
I'm like, how am I going to do this? But thank goodness that buffet. I mean, dude, they had grapefruit. They had, watermelon. Just freshly squeezed.
Oh.
And you know they didn't fake us out because you see all this, there was this much pulp and then the juice. I was like, and you're tasting like, there's no sugar in this. Yeah. It tastes like watermelon. There's no sugar. It's not super sweet.
Right. Yeah.
It was, Plus the service guys come in. I was handing out tips like we were about to run out of money. You know what I mean? Like I knew ahead of time, like this money's not going to matter later. You know what I mean? I was just handing it out. And when I walked in, guys were like,
oh yeah.
You know what I mean? The mas. this way. You know what I mean?
But did you get to try some tequila down there?
I did try some tequila.
Was it good stuff?
Yeah, and I tried way more Captain than some rum than I did anything. And
you said
it was better.
You said the rum tasted better.
Yeah.
You don't think it was just because you're in Mexico?
Either way,
Like
it tasted better.
Yeah, whatever.
I was in Mexico.
And then...
And it's made more local. You know, it's only a couple islands over.
It's definitely more better when it's made more local.
Uh-huh.
And then you went to where? Lake Titicaca?
Let's not even get ahead of ourselves.
Oh, okay.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, all right?
Okay.
Now, if you guys haven't been to Mexico, it's nice for the family. The all-inclusive. I've never been to an all-inclusive. So it was nice. I never paid for anything. It was already paid for. Yeah. All I did was hand out tips. Like I was fucking the richest person in the world. Changing, people's lives. You know what I mean? It was nice because Macon could do the water slides there that were big. And we recording?
Yep.
All right. He could do the water slides there all by himself. Come out, land in the pool, swim. It's like he could, because it wasn't so, strict there, he could have a blast on these things.
Yeah.
This bar actually, the water bar inside the pool actually let the kids come up. They could sit there and order like, mudslides and pina coladas and Supermans.
Like
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
They get to feel like big kids.
Yeah, they felt like a big kid. Yeah. And then we went out on the boat. I was like, damn, I hope this ain't some shit off of like, some Griswold movie. You know what I mean? We get out there and like the captain's got a hook for a hand and,
God,
I mean?
I forgot about that.
Just waking up, didn't even know we were coming. And, I was like, I'm in Mexico. Some shit could happen. They were nice.
Yeah.
And we were working.
A nice boat.
It was a nice boat. We were working the back of the boat, man. Like I said, when I caught that mahi and so did the other boys. We got 2 mahi at once. We made a ceviche and the first mate came and drove the boat. The captain came down and made a ceviche, and we were just back. At some point, I looked at Brett, like, we're just working the back of the boat, and this is awesome.
Yeah,
I didn't know that other boats may not even let you fucking look at the rod.
A lot of them do. I can't say most of them, but I think a lot of them do enjoy when the clients are interactive.
Yeah.
I know a few charter boat captains, and they do say like, if the clients come on and they don't do nothing, like they're fucking boring. It's not fun. They want to have fun too. So the more interactive and fun you're having, it's going to make their day better. Other than that, it's just a fucking miserable day at work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With somebody that just doesn't talk, has no personality, just wants to be handed the rod. And what fun is that? Yeah. Like the fun in like offshore fishing is like everything, not just catching the fish. I've gone on trips and we've hammered fish and I never touched the rod. I'm just as happy watching you do it and being a part of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
what those guys were for me because I've never been out doing that kind of stuff.
Was Brett with you?
Yeah, Brett was with me. Yeah. So Brett, as soon as the first one hooked up, Brett and Drew looked at me like, "Oh, you go first." I mean, we've been here before, so
Fuck
I was like,
"Yeah." Awesome. Is that all you caught? Was the mahi?
Just the mahi, man. It was like the 2 mahi. It was a little dry that day or something. Like we were the only boat to catch anything that morning.
Were you trolling?
Trolling, yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
So yeah, then we did Mexico. Yeah, food phenomenal. I mean, the service. I got one of the best massages of my life. That lady murdered me.
Yeah,
dude. At some point, like she was finding the knots. The back ones are pretty painful, but when she got to the ones in the calves, she would push down on her thumb and then get that. So she'd get it down. Then she'd put her fucking elbow in it. So it was already down. So she'd hold it there and then she'd just ride that fucking thing out of there.
And you feel that little lump when they go over that roll of that little lump.
Yeah.
It's fucking excruciating.
Dude, it was like, is she holding a lighter to the back of my calf right now? Like, this is crazy amount like of pain. This feels so good though.
But as soon as like the release happens and like she gets off of it, you're like, oh.
Dude, yeah, I was messed up the next day, but then the second day later, I was a lot looser.
Yeah, you always feel sore.
That's the best massage. That's a massage I have been looking for.
Yeah. Was it on the beach?
No, they have a spa there. And the spa is the nicest spa I've ever been to.
Really?
It was super nice inside. First off, there were stations to warm you up before you went in.
Yeah.
I first started off in the sauna, and then I went into a really heavy steam sauna. And then from there, I went to, like, they had this big water bucket inside, like, this wooden shower, and you just drop it on
Cold
yourself.
plunge?
Yeah,
Like a cold?
well, like a standing cold plunge.
Yeah.
And then body sprayers.
Yeah.
And then you went in the pool, and it had all these different types of waterfalls for different types of massaging. Like, you had ones that were, like, 6 feet up, and they kind of split so you could put your shoulders underneath of it.
Dang.
And just kind of get your neck and shoulders. One you lay down, and you're, like, halfway in the water.
Can you stay in there as long as you want?
It's pretty long. It's probably 45 minutes of that.
Yeah.
Before you get to
Your hour massage.
Yeah. So you're doing that, and then at the end you do a cold plunge.
Yeah.
Into like a.
You felt like a new man.
I was like, dude, I come just refreshing this
And
thing.
since you weren't drinking heavy, you weren't hungover.
Yeah.
You probably felt you probably felt the best you ever have on a vacation.
Oh, I was feeling great. I was ready to roll, dude. Yeah.
Would you say you lost 11 pounds
I lost 11 pounds
over your 2 weeks of vacation?
Yeah. Yep.
Who the fuck does that?
That's the first for me.
psychopath shit.
That's the first for me. Yeah.
But it kind of felt good though. You probably
It felt
were
great. I mean, after getting that bad report card, it was pretty easy to do.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And then, then we went to Watauga Lake, Tennessee, which is amazing. Is
this for me?
Yeah, it's for you.
That's so nice.
No, I put it there to let you know I got stickers and nothing for you. And
I'm gonna put that up in the mermaid.
yeah,
today.
and but don't before you leave, I have a ton of alcohol for you. We have here at the house.
Because you're just emptying out the cabinets.
Yeah,
Because fuck Candace, right? She doesn't want to have her beverage.
well, it's from a party. No,
Oh.
it's a bunch of. It's just like good for your bar fridge.
Yeah.
So, if you haven't been in Tennessee, Watauga Lake, it's a beautiful lake. It's in the mountains.
Yeah.
I keep telling these people, like, it is in the mountains. Like a lot of big lakes, they kind of roll back. It's like a gradual into them. But this one's like you're in the Smoky Mountains, like, and it's just flooded. It's that at night when you're driving around, the houses are so on top of you, and it's nice little yellow lights in there.
Cool.
There's the one that's high, like, wow, that's really high. And there's another one that's really high, like,
Fuck.
yeah, it's
Wow.
beautiful.
So you as a
200 feet deep.
You as a construction guy can appreciate, like, what did it take to get the fucking material?
Oh, I have appreciated that since hanging out in Virginia and been like watching how, like, they may get stuff up a tree, like they might wrap a cord around a tree and have a bulldozer go down while they slide something up. Like,
yeah, that's crazy, man.
going to school in West Virginia, it's been like, so how do you, like, I always said when I was in West Virginia, like, how do you know it's safe? I don't, like, sometimes I get the hills, I'm like, I'm definitely a flatlander. I'm like, the car just makes it up. Like, we're just going to go up this and we're good. Like, we're just going to park on this. We're going to park on this and we're towing the trailer. I'm like, so we're just good.
Oh.
We're just good here.
I remember when we went the only time I've been to Tennessee was, what are the fucking towns? Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg.
Yeah.
And we went to, I think it was, we stayed in Pigeon Forge but we went to Gatlinburg, like downtown. And to get back to our Airbnb, the GPS took us some random ass back way. And if you just get outside of town, you're in the fucking country.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking like fucking trailers on hillsides with like couches on the front porch and the hills, the up and down, twisty, turny and it was a couple times where we went up a hill and then to go down, I couldn't see the fucking road.
Yeah.
Like it went down so sharp. I'm just looking at the hood of my truck and fucking nothing. I'm like, is it safe? I'm sitting up in my seat, like trying to fucking see, does the road turn? And then you just kind of got to trust it. And like, oh, okay. Like it's Flatlanders. Yeah. We don't understand that.
I don't.
I cannot. And these people are just fucking driving, just whipping it around up and down there. And there was no lines on the road. It was just poor everything. And this was right outside of Gatlinburg. I'm talking like a mile. It's wild, man. And you talk, Toron Central and then to Pig Shit County in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy. The lake we went on down there, same thing, those mountains where you get off the shore and it's just 100 feet deep right away.
Yeah.
We're here, we got to go a fucking mile in the Delaware Bay to get 10 feet deep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, when we rented the pontoon boat, the guy said, he asked about like, oh, do you ever drove a boat? I'm like, oh yeah, I have a boat. We live in Delaware, on the coast. And he just stopped me. He's like, oh, this is going to be like driving on a hardwood floor to you. He's like, there's no currents. There's no mud flats. He was like,
a hardwood floor.
Yeah. He's like, just go. He's like, you'll be fine. You go wherever you want to go. Cause I was like, is there markers I got to follow? What if he's like, nope, just go. Like, I don't know what it's like to be on a big body of water that doesn't have wind and current.
Yeah.
And fucking, you got to navigate channels just to not run aground. You know what I mean? hell, I don't know, maybe it does pay to live in Delaware and Mid-Atlantic where
You definitely learn.
you definitely learn.
Like there's a wreck there. There's an old boardwalk that we just took the top off of and said fuck it, leave the pilings. The water's just enough over it, but you have to know about it or you will fuck your shit up.
Yeah, and it's not marked. It's not marked. There's no fucking marker that says, "Hey, danger here. Stay away from this."
Yeah,
it's just there.
It's just there.
And unless you're like an old salty fucking crabber in Smyrna, you don't know. You know what I mean?
Speaking of like differences of water, it's the one thing I love about the Watauga, and it's crazy because I think we're definitely going the wrong time of year. I really haven't caught a lot of bass, big bass, because it's July when we go.
Yeah, hot.
It's hot. That water's 81, and but I have been learning how to fish about 16 feet.
Yeah, that's a crazy depth too.
Just so you're aware, we ain't doing that here in Delaware.
No.
If you're in Delaware, if you're a kid, you're fishing in a reservoir pond in the neighborhood because that's going to be your first most.
Like Garrison's Lake, in the deepest part of Garrison is like 4 feet,
8 foot at like Wheatley's Pond, I think. Yeah,
yeah, it's crazy.
And yes, that's why I'm a top water fisherman because you're hitting lily pads, you're hitting algae, you're hitting just that, like you're sitting edges.
Your shit's just going to get fucked up.
You're just going to lose. You just want to lose your lure. Okay,
you bring in your lure, it's just a clump of fucking seaweed wrapped around it.
Yeah. So I bought lures, from last time just to be like, I got 16 footers. I got I used a lot of the, chatterbaits and just learn how to fish differently. That's been really cool. And I tell you, man, it's everything out of a Cabela's magazine. We did one night fish. That was just, dude, it's just beautiful out there. No light pollution and it's just quiet. Yeah. The one thing great about there is just like, you don't hear cars.
Yeah.
You don't hear, not even here, even if you don't hear cars, you're going to hear probably a major highway.
Yeah.
Or something. You know what I mean?
You get far away here where we are in Delaware, and then you can like hear a rumble strip on Route 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. How the fuck do we hear that?
Yeah. Like I'm in my deer stand, I'm just like, it's pretty loud here. I'm like, that's so far, but I can hear all of it.
I know. So when you go to a place like that, where you hear nothing.
Yeah.
When we go to South Carolina pig hunting, same thing. It's just, you enjoy the silence, the different, it's just the world, the country is so fucking different than the Mid-Atlantic area.
So we crushed it. We did the 2 big vacations. The kids did well. We really dragged them. I just can't, McCants and I looked at them like, I can't believe they do this kind of stuff already. Like we never did that. We took 1 vacation a year.
Yeah.
And at one point, then we went to the trailer park down on the beach and Macon was like, when are we going to stop going places? He's like,
hurt you a little bit?
No, I just get it because he's like, man, when are we going to stop? I've been in the car. I've been in planes. When are we going to chill out? He's like, I just want to chill at the house.
Yeah, can I play with my toys?
Mm-hmm.
And, well, you saw little Jeri that night when we were down at Treasure Beach.
Yeah.
He just ran out of gas.
Yeah.
He was good, and then he went from 100 to 0.
He got wiped out.
He did
he clotheslined
himself.
And he's like, you know what? I think I'm just going to take, the world's fucking hit and just be like, I'm going to go to bed.
Yeah. So little Jeri running around like a maniac at Treasure Beach and Fenwick Island, bands playing, a lot of people getting crazy. And, there's some ropes tied around like a, cornhole area. And I guess old boy just running hell bent for leather and clotheslined himself and went to the camper and was just like, yeah, I'm done. I'm done now. And
wrap it up.
Yep. Let's go. And then curled up on mommy's lap on the boat. And then we took our night ride.
That was a nice night ride.
That was fucking glad we did that.
Yeah.
It was just like, we want to go. I know it's a little bit of work and it's going to be sketchy as fuck. Again, shallow water.
Yeah.
You're talking the channels were 4 feet deep.
Yeah. That's why I was like, hey, what's your intentions? You driving fast or we going cruising?
No,
I was like, you're good.
I ain't no dummy. And to tell you how great of a navigator Tom is, on the boat in I guess, is that the Little Assawoman Bay? They're considered just north of the Assawoman, right? Wide open. There's no river to navigate. There's markers that are just PVC pipes in the sand that you got to navigate through. We're coming up on a buoy, and I said, hey, there's one coming up there. Is that red or green? And Tom was like, yeah, that's green. Yeah, that's green. Okay, cool. So I went around the correct side and immediately fucking ran out of water. Lower unit, digging into the sand.
Yeah.
Get up to it. Pam goes, yeah, that was definitely red. So, but we're okay.
Well, I had a green sticker on it. That was a problem.
That's what fucked you up?
That was what fucked me up, yeah, because the red, blended in. But then I thought this one, because each marker was a little bit different, but the sticker of the number was glowing green.
Yeah.
Its reflectors were green. I was like, okay, this one must be green.
The state fucked up.
They fucked up.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Should have did it. But we made it.
Yeah.
Uneventful.
Whatever, dude. You can't even, thank God I was on the boat. You can't even see.
No.
You're like, hey, where's the next marker? I'm like, in front of us. You're like, yeah, where? I'm like, I just drive straight and you'll hit it.
But
it's right in front of us, Jerry. It's right in front of us.
To be fair, I'm looking at instruments and my eyes are adjusted to light. And when I look up, it's just fucking black.
Yeah, no,
and it takes a second
you're
for your,
fucking blind.
For your light. I am blind. I am.
So
blind.
tell us, I didn't even know when I met you down there that you were on an 8-day vacation.
No, that was day 8. We went home on day 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wonderful, glorious, tropical Bethany Beach, Delaware, where we spent a week. First of all, we were down there for 8 days, but that's going from July 5th. Before that, we're home. 4th of July is basically a holiday, a vacation. The night before, Thursday, that's when it starts, really. So it started out that Thursday before 4th of July at night, chilling in the hot tub, having beverages, like one turned into many, and a quick minute turned into hours. So you go to bed late, get up early, 4th of July, next morning, get up, run down the beach, go to Paradise Grill. Fucking amazing. Amazing vacation. We had the perfect balance of some quiet. We had some adult time in Dewey. Got to go on, act like a bunch of knuckleheads with all the out-of-staters. And, but now I remember why we stay the fuck away from there on 4th of July. Holy hell.
That's a sardine can, dog.
Bro. And there's zero locals.
I don't think people know. I've been to a lot of beaches and I've been to a lot of bars, but I don't know that there is a place that is more uniformed on a consent of how tight we're going to get than Starboard.
Oh my god.
It's like, you're just like, I remember when people used to come down, like, hey man, like your certain friends, don't like getting bumped or like, I'm like, hey, you just can't go in there, man.
No.
Like you're going to get in a fight because a motherfucker's going to step on you.
Yep.
They're going to bump you.
It's going to happen.
It's sardines in there.
Yep. And I guess the timing when we were hitting places, we never got jammed up in a line, go to jam session. It was cool. I love Bottom Cork. I love jam session. It's a great time. And it's, when you're older like us, it's done at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
So you could party from 5 to 8 or 5 to 9 and then just be done for the night. They had a country band that was phenomenal. They were super talented, but it just wasn't like the vibe we were looking for.
Oh, you weren't vibing?
We were vibing to the country.
Okay. It was a little too organic for you.
So we go, well, let's go head over to Starboard. So we went to Starboard and it was still light out.
Yeah.
Get right in, hung out, and you could feel it getting more and more crowded.
Yeah.
And hung out there till maybe 10:30ish. When we left, the fucking line was all the way down the block, wrapped around Sauce, the pizza place, back into the fucking that little alley, and people were. It was like a one in, one out, one in scenario. How?
That's why you need that VIP pass. You know what I mean?
Big time. So we go to Rudder.
You didn't see Beef? You got to wink at Beef like Beef.
Well, Marilyn is our girl.
Yeah.
So, she sees us coming. She just like, oh yeah, I know. And then just makes us our drinks. We don't got to wait.
Yeah.
And Pam and her have become good friends. And she'll fucking stop everything. And just ask how the kids
Damn
are.
right she will. And if she don't, you call me up and I'll go down there and fire some motherfuckers up. You know what I mean?
No, shout out to Marilyn. She is the fucking best. But anyway, go to Rudder. That line was all the way down to the parking lot. It went quick though. We kind of got in pretty quick.
A lot more people exit the Rudder. There's a lot more in and outs.
For sure.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Or someone getting kicked off the top step down to the beach and they go, oh yeah,
it happens.
I've seen it firsthand.
Pretty much every weekend.
We've talked about that.
Yeah.
Fucking Rudder is
I've
fucker. That's the original fuck around and find out.
I've been that guy thrown in the sand.
There is. No rules at the Rudder if the brawl breaks out. Dude, motherfuckers are waiting to jump off the fucking walls.
Where do the red shirts come from? I don't know. Because you don't see them, and then all of a sudden they're there.
And they got full permission to fuck you up. They ain't trying to just take you out easy.
I can appreciate it though.
Yeah.
But hung out there for a bit, and then we rolled out. And Pam threw up, so it was awesome.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Well, we got our shenanigans out of the way. Kids joined us on Monday. We had quiet time, evenings with nothing. We had friends come down and hang out. Beach days, boat days.
How was the house? What kind of house you get?
It was perfect. Little ranch house.
Yeah.
In Bethany. It was like the old school beach house, wood paneling walls.
Yeah.
Just comfortable recliners and couches in the living room, nice TV. It was fucking perfect, honestly.
Yeah.
It wasn't these big mansions, nothing like that.
Yeah.
It was 3 bedrooms. Yeah, it was good. Linoleum, everything. You know,
Okay.
fucking perfect.
Yeah.
Boat fit in a driveway, perfect.
Yeah.
You know, outdoor shower. I don't think I got an indoor shower in 7 days.
The outdoor showers. When we used to get our beach houses down there, when we lived down there, we always got an outdoor shower, and that's the only place I stayed.
Yeah.
First off, the girls would murder bathrooms like a crime scene.
Dude.
And I'm just like, I'll be in the outdoor shower. Why? Also, the outdoor shower is good for when you're on the street. Sometimes you're on the street, but you have an outdoor shower. So you always got a place to go. You know what I mean? Sometimes there's just a late night wash session. You know what I mean?
Got to wash your ass.
Sometimes you're gonna wash your ass.
Sometimes you shit yourself when you're sleeping on the couch somewhere, and you got to jump in the outdoor shower. But yeah, boat days were awesome. And then
finish
up at Treasure Beach.
Hey, tell everybody about your dog.
Oh yeah, I did commit to the dog, old Harley. He'll be here in 2-3 weeks, August 8th. It's like 3 weeks from today.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't that right?
Yeah, for sure. That sounds great.
Yeah.
I like everything you're saying.
I'm fucking excited, man. I got all the pictures when we went out to see him. We've recorded since I've been out to Wyoming.
We have?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm pretty, yeah.
I don't think so, but sure.
No, I think we have.
Okay.
But,
that sounds good.
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of pictures and videos of him when I was out there. I keep looking at him just like, man, I can't wait to get that fucker here. He's doing awesome.
That's good. Gonna have a new family dog.
Yep.
Speaking of tests, guys out there, make sure you go out there. Get the blood work done. Get your fat ass looked at. I also was stressed out a little bit. I took the calcium test for my heart because the lady was like, your cholesterol so damn out the roof. You need to get a calcium test to see if you have any blockage. I was like, cool, because I already got a friend that had a Widowmaker from 100% blockage.
Fuck.
You know what I mean?
Damn it, dude. That's so scary.
Zeroed out, no blockage. I was like, let's go. It's done.
That's a little
First off,
lining.
I knew this is how this is going to go. I call up. I'm like, hey, are the test results done? Because they're like, yeah, we'll email it to you and all this. I'm like, I call up. I'm like, it's been 2 days. I ain't getting no results. I'm like, I bet there's a little control freak. They're like, oh, well, we sent them to your primary care. I was like, all right, well, can you just send them to me? She's like, well, because of HIPAA, we can't send you. I'm like, bitch, I paid for it out of pocket.
It's fucking mine. It's
mine.
Me.
Yeah, so I called LifeMed. They're like, yeah, we'll email. I was like, can I email? She's like, yeah, well, can we set the consultation up? I was like, yeah, or you can just email me to me, you know what I mean, too. And so they're going to call me on Monday for a phone call, but I was like, yeah, can you email me my shit? I mean, like, I'm not even at the doctor's. I'm like, I'm paying for this out of my pocket. Like, fuck you, give me my shit.
Dude, Western medicine is so fucking broken.
Oh, dude, it's like, well, due to HIPAA, what do you mean HIPAA? I am the other part of the HIPAA. You hand it to me. It's me.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude.
So zeroed out on that. That's great. I'm ready. So ready to get right back into cheesesteaks. No, I'm just not.
Silver lining.
Dude, I haven't had any red meat. No, I've had no gooch. There's been no cheat meals, no Gucci. There's been nothing. I've been feeling great every freaking morning. There's been no days for the last 3 weeks where I've been like, oh my God, get in the truck. I got to drive an hour. Why the fuck do I do this to myself? I eat like this. And there's been none of that.
That's been great, man. Because you do feel your best.
I've been waking up going to the gym. Yesterday I did the sauna. I did a workout. I went into the pool. The day before that I did hills at the high school, you know.
Ooh.
The hills is where it's at. Yeah.
Took it back.
I was kind of surprised that like, I was telling my brother, like, what's my VO2 max still? I'm like, how many hill spurts I got to do to really feel like terrible? Because I did a lot of them. I did like 15 or 20 hard ones.
But it's probably because you've cleaned up your diet.
Yeah.
Your inflammation's down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You probably are breathing better because you have less fat around your throat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
that's why we're drinking less, because I do have to get my liver's got to get unfatty.
You're drinking less, except let's talk about when we did take the boat ride to Harper and Hannah's, the late night ride, which was phenomenal. We pull up. What time? I think we left at 10:30.
Yeah.
We got there about 11.
Yeah.
And we just went for a shot. Let's just do a shot real quick and we'll roll back. Yeah. So Tom's like, I'm going to get a Diet Coke and rum. And he orders Diet Coke, and then I order my shot of tequila. You ordered a shot of tequila. You got that little taste in your mouth. And then
that's the problem.
Then it was like, what's in that cooler?
What's in the cooler?
You got an extra beverage for me?
Who has weed?
And then you were ready to fucking go.
I'm ready to go. That's the war talk right now, dude. It's a fucking...
when it hits your lips.
It's a devil's playground. I'm ready to go. I'll fucking smoke a dart or something. Dude, it's fucking...
I was about that time, I was about done. I was
Yeah.
tired.
Yeah.
Fucking 8 days. I was like, and I know everybody wanted to party. I was like, had the munchies like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
God, I couldn't get off that fried chicken.
That fried chicken was drier than the skin of the devil, dude.
To be fair, when it first was bought at like 2 p.m., it was good.
Yeah.
And it had sat out, and we were eating it at like midnight.
Yeah.
And like, is this safe to eat? Fuck it.
It dried up, boy. The boys, I came in and they handed me that was a big ass box. They were like, it's going to give you the shits.
Dude,
I was like, what?
So much fried chicken. And then I think the last time I saw you when I went with Sean and Jimmy to go get the subs out of the van, out of the party bus.
Yeah.
And they were all gone. There was a wrapper. First of all, the door was locked. They opened up the back door. I had to climb over all the fucking band equipment, the drum set in cases.
Oh, man.
Sean's like pushing my ass up in there, climbed over, and he's like, there better be subs in there. I'm like, there's no fucking subs in here, dude. There was a wrapper on the seat. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. And it was 2 chunks of sub. I was like, there's 2 pieces in here. I handed it to him, opened the door, got out. He's like, there's no way. There's no more subs in there. Go look again. So I looked. I found a chunk of a sub sitting on the floor, no wrapper, just upside down on the floor of the bus. And I was like, oh, here's a 4 sub. And I picked it up and ate it.
Yeah.
It was.
Respectfully.
I like when my subs are warm and then maybe have a little bit of sogginess to them.
Oh.
And where like the cheese is like greasy.
Oh, it's like emulsified with the bread. And like,
but it hasn't seen the refrigerator in about 6.5 hours.
Oh yeah.
And that's the perfect Italian sub.
That's a good boat sub there.
Oh, it had a little bit of sand in it too. A little gritty when you bite it. Like, little crunchies in this.
The amount of pizza I have dropped from Mama C's on the ground, like I'm eating that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have dropped so many pizza boxes from eating the box. So I'm holding the box, eating the slices, walking home, and I eat half the side, and the other box falls on the ground because I'm an idiot. Yeah.
There's no such thing as germs when you're drunk. You don't worry about dirt. You don't worry about none of that. Just eat it.
Yeah.
And fucking Sean was just gross out. I can't believe you ate that sub off the floor. Like everybody needs a 4 sub.
He worked that crowd, man. He's out there. He's out there working that crowd. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good time. It was a real good time.
Treasure Beach is the shit.
It is. It's a lot.
You guys need to get a camper. Stop being cheap. Get yourself a camper and just fucking do it.
Someday.
What's someday? Go sell a house and just say this one is for the camper.
Give me $1 million listing.
Okay. The campers aren't that much.
Yeah, but you got to pay for the year. It was
okay. $1 million listing. Sell 2 houses here locally, and you'll be at $1 million.
Fair.
Let's get crazy real quick. Let me tell you about Danny's house.
Oh, yeah. You're having some issues.
Okay. Yeah. So let me give you guys a story. You all know I'm a contractor, right? I'm also a real estate agent. I sell my buddy's house, do the homie hookup. I'm at 2%, right? Okay. Do homie
2% total? 2% per side?
Total.
Oh.
I wasn't allowed to get the buyer side.
Damn. Chris has dropped a hammer, huh?
Oh, dude, yes. At one point, she was on the phone saying, Tom, you're really starting to fucking piss me off. Like, cause I was like, I was joking real bad. I was like, they're talking about the buyers. I was like, what buyers? I'm like, I don't know. I'll probably set that in with like 3%. You know what I mean? Now, at the end of the day, I would like to get paid on the other side. If it was like 1%, I was like, at the end of the day, it is my license. I have to represent the other people for real. Not like, hey, I gotta lean towards you guys. Fuck these people. Like, hey man, like they could complain and turn me in and complain about me. Like, it is legality here.
Yeah.
I like to, put money on some legality for my effort here of taking the risk of getting a bad review or something. But it goes smooth. But her dad did such a crazy, terrible job with the shitty amigos in there. Just fucking, dude, like the cat's out the bag. You know what I mean?
And now you're getting phone calls.
Getting phone calls about the house and this and that and this and that. Like, yeah. Well, that's what happens when you know people, and so it's not bad stuff.
No,
it's just like, I can't believe this, and then they're spending money on that, and but so I get a text, at night about 8:30. I'm trying to put the kids to bed. And I get that text like, hey, it's been so you guys know, I get the buyer. The buyers have to sell 2 of their houses, plus they want to build an addition off the back of the house. So I'm hitting triple home run here. I'm hitting the in park. I'm hitting the grand slam here on this thing. And so they're, I'm like, man, I've been gone for 2 weeks. It took a week and a half to get a hold of you guys because we were trying to contact your mom and she wasn't answering the phone. And then we met 3 times to figure out what a budget is for this thing because you guys are going crazy. We figured it out, do these drawings. It's been 6 weeks. Yeah. So I set the pace. I went in there. I was like, hey, look, if you're looking to have this done tomorrow, it's not my fault that you guys would want to buy a house and then not move into it till the stuff is done. I was like, this is about a 3-month project with 7 inspections I have to do with this thing.
Yeah.
But we're building a foundation first. The mechanicals in the summer, they got their own schedules. You know what I mean? Like they're out saving people's air conditioning right now. So like
it's worst time to get a.
This is the worst time. Yeah. This is the worst time for all the mechanicals. They're super busy. It's going to be a scheduling nightmare. So I set the pace. They're good. They're like, as long as you can get it done before Christmas, I bet done. So I set the pace. We're good there. And they're like, all right, so we also want to do a screen porch. I'm like, this is getting better and better. This is crazy.
Dude, one client.
One client. Yeah. I got to sell 2 more houses. I'm building an addition, remodeling the garage, and building a screen porch.
Just hands everywhere.
I mean, we're doing all right. Sold a basement yesterday. Grabbed the check for that too. I mean, what is going on in America? Good. You know what I mean?
One thing I did forget to mention, I do want to make our man Justin, big fan. Stats, is that his last name? Yeah. Of what's his detailing? LHF detailing. Yeah. Shout out to Justin. We ran into him and Dewey on the boat. Me and Pam had a mommy and daddy boat day, and on the Sunday after 4th of July. Where we get out, first of all, the fucking jellyfish in that little cove by Rudder that weekend. I've never in my life experienced anything like this. Where it was like just walking through a fucking pond of constant jellyfish things. Just, you couldn't avoid it. You were just getting lit the fuck up. And we're walking, going up to have lunch, and I hear this, is that the dude dads? Is that a dude dad there? And it's Justin on his boat, go over and he did offer us, they had some vinegar. He did offer us some vinegar if we wanted it. And I was like, nah, I'm trying to be a tough guy. Like, we'll be okay. I wish I would have took the fucking vinegar. It was fucking brutal, dude. But, shout out to Justin for always being a phenomenal fucking fan. Phenomenal dude. I got to give you a hat to give to him, too. So pass that on to him. I do have some new hats ordered, too, by the way.
Oh, really?
We got another 10 coming.
Let's go.
Yep. We've been, I've had to take an extra one. Because my dog chewed up one,
nice.
Giving a handful away.
That's good. Giving things out.
Yeah, man. I like that people like them.
When we used to, there's a thing in lifeguarding, it's called landline, and you have a guy attached to a rope or a line about 300 yards, swims out,
right,
and he goes out there, swims, has his buoy, and then he's floating there. And let's say it's a competition, maybe it's a Rehoboth Olympics, and we have, let's say, probably 10 guys out there, all floating about 200, 300 yards out.
Jesus.
Then you have your best swimmer. He goes out attached, swims for a save, and then there's 2 guys on the beach who then pull both of those guys in with the line.
Is that like a drill? Like that's what you would do if somebody's out there?
Yeah, it's not really practice anymore, but yeah, a line that long, yeah, it's for real. I guess if a long save back in the day, they would have a line just send you the fuck out there, and hook up because it's so much of a swim.
Yeah.
And then you have 2 guys who's working. They're working in together and running up, pulling. One's pulling up, the one's already going backwards, so there's no slack. It's always getting pulled.
Okay.
And it's the big boys. I mean, it's a lot of pulling.
I can't even imagine.
But the swimmers, the guys go out there. They had to get laced up with petroleum jelly, because the jellyfish things are incredible.
There had to have been just tentacles floating in the water. Yeah. Just everywhere.
That's when you get the sea lice.
And then you would feel, every once in a while you would just feel like what you thought was seaweed wrap around your leg. And like, no, it's just a jellyfish tentacle just wrapping all around your shins and shit. Like, and it doesn't hurt really, but it's just fucking annoying.
Yeah.
It's like itchy and a little bit of a burn, just enough to just annoy the shit out of you. You know what I mean? But, whatever. It was a good time. Speaking of lifeguard saves, you hear about the teenager in Rehoboth?
No.
That, he went missing Saturday?
No.
And they just found him like 2 days ago.
Oh man, really?
Yeah, in Rehoboth. Some 17-year-old from Kenya or something. And it was, and I think.
That don't sound like a swimmer.
No. I don't know how many.
That dude, honestly, you gotta look around and see where people are from. I'm like, dude, people cannot swim.
And like, I think some people just see a body of water and they think, well, it's just a body of water. I can get in and out. But the current that will rip up and down the coast there can get fucking wicked.
Yeah, because, I mean, for the most part, if it's a little nasty out there, you're still allowed to go out. Yeah. And people don't know, you know, they've never been here. They've never been on the northeast shores.
Or just current. You don't have
where we have
riptides.
Then you have a strong current that is what happens to people is if you have a nice sized waves and you have this big trough that's building, it's pulling all of the water off of the beach. And sometimes I've been somewhere it's hard to get off out of no man's land, you would call it, where you're just stuck in the break and you just can't get out because the water is so much pulling you.
Yeah.
And you're not, and you're trying to catch a wave to help you to get back in. But yeah, that's where people get caught, and they get caught in the riptides. And there's been a lot of kids I've saved on boogie boards that are in a riptide and they don't know it and they're slowly going away. I remember one time a dad waving at a kid who thought his son was waving at him, but he's like, "Hey, I think I'm going down a riptide," and I just went out there saving my dad. I remember the dad was like, "What the fuck are you doing, man?" I'm like, because he was embarrassed. I'm like, your kid was going out. That's a riptide right there. I'm like, he's not waving at you. He's saying, "Hey, I'm fucking floating away. I'm floating away."
Yeah, it was pretty sad. I think it was Rehoboth where he went missing, and I think where they found him was Cape Henlopen. Wow. Like it was like Wednesday or something like that. Tuesday or Wednesday. He went missing Saturday.
Yeah, there's a lot of education that you try to give when you're a lifeguard going out there and telling people. You can see bad swimmers. You just got to, hey, look, this is how the water works. You know what I mean? Like, also you can tell people like, even if you're a bad swimmer, not great, but for the most part, you can float in the water. If you don't freak out, a lot of it's from panic.
Yep.
You see people, it's called climbing the ladder, and you'll start seeing them like reaching and freaking out.
And then another wave comes, and you get like a set of big waves that just fucking pound you, and you're in the washing machine.
The best thing you do is just stay calm, because you can float in the salt water pretty well.
Yeah.
You can float in the water.
And then go in on an angle. Don't try to go straight in.
You got it. If you're in a riptide, it's going to take you out. You cannot fight the riptide. You have to start swimming sideways to get out of it.
Yeah.
And then a lifeguard will most likely been trained to take the riptide out to you, and they will come to you.
And then work your way out.
And if you're stuff in no man's land, I mean, I've had some waves where I have first laid down on the sand that is where the water's going. I've just laid down on the beach, get ready to get this wave pommeled on my back.
Yeah. Oh, God almighty.
Yeah. It is scary. I mean, you get people that can't swim. The Amish, sometimes they've gotten lost out there because they go out and they're just not. First off, they have so much clothes on.
Yeah, I was going to say, they're out there in fucking coveralls.
Yeah. So it's,
Fuck, man.
It can be dangerous pretty quick, and then you get the guys that are diving in there and breaking their necks and changing their life instantly because they don't understand that you're going to either you're going to dive in a wave and it's only 2 foot there and you break your neck, or guys that are getting crashed from the waves because our waves crash on the shore. They don't break in the water.
Yeah.
And so,
what's the role of a wave breaking? A wave breaks in water half as deep as the wave is high. Like a 4-foot wave breaks in 2 feet of water.
Oh.
6-foot wave breaks in 3 feet of water.
Yeah.
Something I've heard that. I don't know.
That's probably a thing. But here, I mean, like I've surfed in California. I mean, it just breaks way farther out. It breaks in water.
Yeah. Well, they're bigger waves.
And it crumbles down. A lot of those crumble down.
No, these
we have big troughs that just build. It's just murderous.
Yeah. And this past weekend, the surf wasn't bad. There was no, like I think one day we were out there, it was like a west wind.
That just makes you think, like, how the hell did the lifeguards miss that guy going out?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know, man. It's kind of crazy.
It's not hard to be like, oh fuck, when did that guy get there? Like that happens pretty quickly when you're scanning. You could scan right, everything was good. You come back left, like, when the hell did that guy get out there?
Yeah, yeah. Or you'll see the kids like little Jeri, and he's not going out deep. He's just in the wash, just playing, and then he slowly just is working down the beach, and we're like, hey, come this way, get it. And he looks up and is like, oh fuck, how do I get?
That's a kind of one. So if you see the sand getting dug out and the current is actually ripping to the left to the right, and then you'll be down a whole lifeguard stand in just a few minutes.
Yeah, but I mean, us from being around here, you learn that, you know how to navigate in the ocean. But
there's all kind of dummies that go out, man. Especially like jam session comes out, and everyone's drunk trying to get in the water, and like. People get on a raft and they're just like, you're like, fuck, man. Like, you gotta try to whistle them in. They're like, we can't get back in. You're like, I gotta go fucking out there and go get them because they're just floating away.
Just because you're a dummy.
That's because you're a dummy. It's windy out here. You're on a big inflatable fucking flamingo and you're gone. The wind's blowing off the coast. You're gone, dog. See ya.
I have not swam in Dewey it's had to be close to 20 years.
Wow.
Because we used to do that. After the bars, you go out to the beach and you could get away with it.
You get tired, you get disoriented, and don't know where up is,
I lied. It was maybe 6-7 years ago.
Yeah.
Me, Pam, Tristan, and Christina, late night, get back to the hotel, and Pam and Tristan are like, it's time for bed. And me and Christina are like still like raring to go.
Yeah.
And we're like, let's go out to the beach. Let's go swimming. So Pam's like, fuck it, I'll go too. So we kind of go out there first. We get to the beach and just fucking take all our clothes off, get into the water. Pam's coming down. She's standing there with our pile of clothes, right? Here comes Tristan shortly after her. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, from like the houses to the south, like a fucking spotlight was like, boom, just right on us. And my dumb ass like got way down in the water like this. I'm like, just my fucking head up there. And then all of a sudden I see like police or somebody coming, and I'm like, I'm just going to fucking swim. I'm just going to go south. I'm just crawling like this. Like you don't fucking see me. And the light is just following us like, fuck. Like, what are you thinking, dumbass?
Yeah, there's even night patrol for lifeguards. We would go to like midnight. We drive around
because you know what's happening.
Because it's only bad decisions being made at that time getting in the water.
Nobody on the beach at midnight is doing anything good.
No, nothing great is happening.
All of that's happening is like somebody's fucking or about to die.
I pulled up on a lot of people fucking. Then we just ride by like they're fucking. There's so many people, there's so many people that fuck in the daytime that love fucking in public or like, I've had to whistle at people in the water. They're in the break. And you just see them fucking in the water. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think anybody else can tell, but I'm like, chirp on them like,
yeah.
Like, I know not many other people know what's happening. I know what the fuck's going on. Like, you need to knock that the fuck out right now.
Have you ever seen that viral video from a couple years ago? There's a woman on the beach and she masturbated. Like use like a vibrator in broad daylight on like a family beach, and the cops come up to her and they were like, somebody saw her like have an orgasm and called the police. The police came and they're like, what were you doing? And she's like, no, I was just like sitting here under my blanket, and the cops like, hey, like we know. And the girl was just, look, I'm stressed out. I just needed to come real quick. And he's like, well, now you're going to go to jail. And she's begging him like, please, I didn't mean it. I was just stressed and I really needed to, blah, blah, blah. He's like, yeah, it doesn't work that way. And they took her to jail.
You can't. Yeah, that's a no-go. Well, kids out here, there's weirdos on the beach, man. There's a lot of weirdos.
You got to wonder, right?
You sit there all summer. There's so many weirdos. People just walk around taking pictures of all people. Bro. You know what I mean? Just like, so many people come, can I take a picture of you? Like, no, get out of here, you weirdo.
I see some motherfucker take a picture of my kid on the beach. You're being fucking drowned in the ocean.
There's creeps out there, man.
Yeah,
there's all kind of creeps on those beaches, man.
And that's like the shit you think about when you're a dad.
Yeah.
It's like, why do I have to worry or have that thought come in my mind?
Yeah.
Why does that have to be something I'm concerned about? Like, but you have to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
they're there. There's so many creeps on there's witches out there. There's people sleeping in fucking garbage bags. There's guys in the back that are listening to the, barges, 100 miles off the coast with big antennas.
That's kind of cool though.
Yeah.
They're innocent.
There's all kind of creeps out there, man.
My buddies went down.
A lot of narcs.
My buddies went down Dewey. This is probably early 2000s, and they go down one night, no plan, no hotel, no nothing. Just we're going to go party at the bars. Get too banged up. Couldn't get a hotel. Either they couldn't afford it or couldn't find a vacancy. So like, fuck it, we'll just sleep on the beach. And they go out to the beach, pass out, whatever, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, wake up in the morning, and like took the towel off their head, and all the people on the beach. There was just a big dead space around them where like everybody was set up and just was like a perfect circle around it. And they just like looked up and like, fuck. And like all like the normal families are out swimming around and these drunk assholes are just waking up from the night before. We gotta fucking get out of here.
Dude,
man.
You gotta keep your head on a swivel when you're in your sleep, man. You start hearing a little bit of a cooler going by. You gotta get up and roll.
First of all, when that sun comes up, I'm awake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't do that no more though.
Here's a trick, guys. If you're in Dewey, I'll give you a little trick. If you're in Dewey and you're too drunk, and hopefully you're responsible, like, I can't drive. Fuck this. I'm staying here. You can't get a hotel, or maybe it's just too much. A lot of times, what you can do is many people have had a bonfire on the beach that night, and they're still going. There's still a stack of wood next to it. You know, Lynham's, he's gone to sleep. You know, you can go out there, you can sleep next to a fire. You grab maybe your shirt, you know, take your shirt off. It's probably pretty warm. You can make a little sand pillow, put your shirt over that.
A little sand pillow.
And then you can just go to sleep next to a fire.
You're allowed to have bonfires out
You're
there.
allowed to have bonfires, yep. Yeah. That's why some people will roll out. They'll have a bonfire and maybe they're there an hour, but now it's 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, the fire's still going. There's still a stack of logs next, so you go stoke it up.
And make a
little sand pillow. No, because if you wait long enough, then there's nobody else that's combing the beach. There's no one else. Like, everyone's gone.
They shut down at some point. Even now, you think they do that? I feel like the police.
If it's 3, 4 in the morning, dog, you can get out there and get a sleep.
Dude, right now, I feel like if you go through Dewey, if you drive through town at 3 a.m., there is fucking cops everywhere.
Yeah, maybe on the streets, but
not on the beach. Don't do that.
You can get up to a bonfire, get a good, safe sleep. I've slept on the dune so many times. Woke up with a pizza box next to me. You know what I mean?
Speaking of bull riding, have you ever seen these auctions for bulls where I'm calling it an auction because I'm assuming that's what it is, where these guys are buying these bulls, these what do you call them, bucking bulls?
Bucking bulls, yeah.
Where they, just like a bull ride, they have them in their little box, but there's nobody on them.
Yeah. And
they tie them up, and there's like a sensor on their back. And then they cut them loose, and then the bull's just by itself with the thing tied around his nuts and this fucking sensor on his back. And the bull goes crazy, and they watch it until it kicks it off.
Yeah.
And it was like, I saw it last night on, I don't know, it was fucking ESPN 8 or something like that. Is that like a thing? Is that how you buy that one's good?
I don't know. Those guys definitely are trying to look for a rank. They're trying to find the rankiest bulls.
I would like to know what that sensor on the back is.
And there's different bulls. There's different levels to bulls. You know, you're not going to want the rankiest bull if you're training someone. You're not getting on that. You might first off, you might start off on a steer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you might start off on a nice, a certain, like one that doesn't kick that high, it doesn't jump. Maybe it just turns right only. You can train somebody's, I
gotta find out what this is. We went to Celtic Pub last night. First of all, sometimes it's fun, sometimes it's not. Last night wasn't great.
A lot of sads in there.
No sads. Football practice got canceled yesterday because of the heat. Oh, go figure.
Oh yeah.
So hey, football practice got canceled. Charlotte's cheer got canceled because where they practice is a big warehouse with no air conditioning.
What the fuck?
When it's super hot, the cancer practice. So I said, all right, well, let's go out on a date night. So we go to Paint and Stave. We're just going to have a couple tacos and have a couple drinks. Well, then, you run into people and then that closes at 9. Well, let's just walk to Sheridan's. And then you go into Sheridan's and it's basically a party, private party in a public place.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's fucking there. There's 4 different groups of people that so there wasn't a single person in Sheridan's that we didn't know.
Yeah.
So hang out there until it closes.
And that's the teacher's lounge.
And like Joe and Shirley are there. They're phenomenal people. They don't really care. The bartender's trying to leave. He's shutting lights off.
Yeah.
And Joe and Shirley are still hanging out, and they're like, "Do you want anything else? Like whatever." Poor bartender's like, "I just want to get the fuck out of here." So so Sean has a bright idea. Well, let's go to Celtic. And like, I really didn't want to go. Pam wanted to tell me, I got to get up early. I'm done. But, I went.
The show must go on.
Dude, so we go to Celtic. It's Thursday. Karaoke. It's fucking packed. It's loud. You can't. And then people in there too.
Yep.
But that's where I saw, it was all playing on the TV, the bull thing. And me and Sean were watching it. He's like, I'm pretty sure they're buying these bulls. I'm pretty sure that's a process of like how you buy a bull.
Yeah.
So we got locked in on that for a little bit. So
other countries, man, when I was in like Thailand, like you can watch on the TV is bullfighting. There's chicken fighting.
Dude.
Like you can just watch that. You just watch birds get murked.
Cockfighting.
Little razor blades on.
Oh, why don't we have that here?
I don't know.
What? Fucking tree huggers.
You can watch some crazy shit in Thailand, dog. You're like, this shit's legal. And it's on like cable television. Like you just flip to it like, okay, watch some cockfighting right now.
We got to find that. I got to find some YouTube videos.
Yeah.
It's probably blocked in America. Fucking
probably get that. You just need to get that VPN going.
In Sheridan's, they were playing some sports channel, and it was like a frisbee game, but it was like frisbee soccer.
Ultimate frisbee?
Is that what it is? It was like on a soccer field, and when you caught the frisbee, you had to stop and throw it to somebody else.
You get like 3 steps, and that's it. It's ultimate frisbee.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Okay. We got locked in on it for a little bit.
Bunch of hippies.
It was weird, man. It's kind of like, how
shout out if you want to watch some free sports, you want to watch some sports from around the world. I use free live sports. FreeLiveSports.com. You can watch all kind of sports all over the world for free.
Maybe we can get a sponsorship from them.
Oh, that'd be
FreeLiveSports.com.
Yeah.
Come on, show us something. What else? Oh, in Celtic Pub, I run into. I won't drop names. I run into a guy we know. You know too. There was a girl with them, and he introduced us. Oh, Jerry, this is so-and-so, so-and-so, this is Jerry. And I was like, what's your name? And she was like, Mindy. And I was like, I went to high school with you. And she was like, no, you didn't. I was like, yeah. She's like, what's your name? Jerry Sheets. Oh, my God. And she's like, when did you graduate? 99. She graduated in 2000. And I fucking said, I was like, yeah, you showed us your tits in high school. She was like, fucking jaw drop. No, I didn't. I was like, yeah, on Main Street. You pressed them up against the glass of my buddy's.
At the Alumni Club? That ain't right.
Pressing their waiters up against the glass. Yeah, that was of all the things.
I like that you just shouted out right away, like, well, the first thing I want to go to is something you did back then.
Dude, of all the things that she thought she was going to hear last night, her showing her tits in high school was not one of them. That was not on her bingo card.
So you gave the guy the green light, like, yeah, this girl, she gets down.
And I went up to Pam and I said, before we left, I was like, I kind of want to find Mindy and see if she still wants to show her tits. But yeah, last night was, I ended up drinking too much, and I felt like shit this morning. That's why I had to get up and get in the hot tub. Had to sweat.
You
a
get
little
the
bit.
sweat on.
Yeah. But anyway. So what we got now? Oh, fuck that microphone.
What time is it?
It is 8:05.
All right. We're doing pretty good.
Yeah, we've been on for an hour.
Yeah, that's about our limit, guys. You know, we've been told, since we're not that big yet, you don't go over 45 or to an hour. Just so you guys know, this is actually a thing they say. I don't know. Everybody has attention span of a fly.
When are you leaving today? You're going to John Beach?
Oh, yeah. We're going down to Treasure Beach this weekend.
Yeah. Well, I'm going crabbing tomorrow morning. I was going to invite you over for crabs. But
oh, man.
You're doing better things.
I haven't had a good crab session yet.
Honestly, well,
I had some early ones down at the beach.
My sister-in-law bought a half a bushel in the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
I fucking refuse to buy crabs. Like, if I want them, we're just going to go catch them.
Yeah. I'm supposed to buy crabs today, actually, for the boys.
Ooh.
Let's see what time my crabber gets done. I'll be buying them things around the boat for the boys, bring them down, and
that's the only way
they'll feed the community. You know what I mean?
The only way to do it. So, me and Mark are going to go out 5 a.m. tomorrow.
Yeah.
And, set a couple lines and see what we can do.
Speaking of ice, they've been around Delaware. My boys had to lay low for like 2 days.
For real?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've been out. They roadblocked the neighborhood waiting for one guy. They're like,
for real?
Yeah, they're like, boss, we going to lay low. Like,
oh shit.
Just in case, we don't know. But we're going to lay low. I was like, I can't afford to lose you guys.
Well, yeah, like you kind of give them that, right? Like
yeah.
You're not going to.
I'm like, dude, chill. They got a family. Shit, want to force them to go to work? Fuck that.
Yeah, well, and they're your guys. You can't lose them.
Yeah.
That's that fucking.
Pretty scary though. Like my painter, he's been telling me, these guys got busted. This guy got busted. I'm like, damn. Delaware is a conservative state, so I'm surprised they were going hard here, but
there's all them fucking chicken farms and all the migrant camps.
This whole state is illegals and missionary workforces. The guys come over here on big work visas and like one guy gets essentially a go ahead to have a bunch of, I think it's like a missionary work they call it. And where they can bring out a lot of guys to do all the work. Remember the thing in Dover? They were going to try to have everybody would have to have a social security number here to work here. I'm like, okay, who's going to build these houses? You fucking nuts?
Who's going to work in chicken farms?
Yeah, who's going to work on these chicken farms?
Who's going to cut cabbage?
Get real.
Who's going to fucking pick the strawberries?
What fucking white loser is going to get out there in his fields and fucking kick these chickens around?
Do those migrant camps that are set up along Route 9, do they still get used?
I see some of them get used, yeah. You see it.
There's a bunch, though, that don't get used anymore.
Yeah.
That are just
so you know, where we live, we have a lot of chicken farms. And on the side of the road will be migrant housing. It'll just be like the worst motel looking
shack
of 10 houses, 10 little doors in a row.
Oh, they're like 10 by 10.
Little shacks that just like for migrant workers.
Yeah. And I remember back in the day, like in the summertime, you could ride down Route 9 and they're all hanging out with their little shitty charcoal grill just in the evening, cooking their food and
love it. Everybody getting work.
I mean,
everybody gets work.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
So it's kind of weird to go fuck with them. I mean, I don't think anybody here wants anybody to get fucked with. You know what I mean?
No.
But it's like, hey man, everybody's just trying to work, dog.
Yeah, because then they leave.
Some of my guys are. I mean, they should kick out white people. My guys work every fucking day. They work hard as hell, and they don't. Some don't even. They're so religious. They don't even drink. They go to church every Sunday. Yeah. They're just really good people.
And all they do,
they're doing a lot more than a lot of fat ass, white ass Americans here.
A lot more.
And
then they just take their money and send it back home to mama.
And they send it home.
Yeah. I don't see the
my
problem.
My poor carpenter, man, his dad in Guatemala got hit by a car, while he's walking to work, got hit and killed.
Damn it.
So I just sent him an extra, I sent him extra, I put several $100s right in his paycheck. I was like, yo, here you go, man. Send that shit home. I'm like, fuck,
man. He probably appreciated that so much.
Yeah.
Man, that's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah, I think the hardships they go through, so he's going to watch his dad's funeral through a live stream on a phone.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Just because he can't afford to go home.
Yeah. But he may not be able to come back.
He can't come back.
And then, last year was the first time my painter had seen his parents in 12 years.
God damn.
His brother was 20 years.
Fuck. I can't even imagine that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Man.
I asked Sergio, I'm like, yo, what's up with, what about in Guatemala? Who's there? He's like, nobody. He's like, no interest going back. He's like, nobody there. Everybody dead.
So now do these guys that usually go home in the wintertime, are they just staying?
Yeah, and I don't think there's a lot of people going home in the wintertime anymore. That's been done for a while.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, there's no point in going back. There's nothing to go back to.
Even the farmers that just all they do is work, pick potatoes.
They can move all over because you just got to California. This is year round around here.
Or they find other work.
Yeah.
Right? Just hang drywall in the wintertime.
Yeah. Just find busy work, farm work, there's farm chores to be done. My painter was telling me crazy stories. Him and his brother paid, here's a story for you, just to understand what people are doing to get here. If they're not walking across the border. They live in Guatemala. Him and his brother paid 10 grand each for a cartel to smuggle them to Mexico to get them over the border.
Fuck.
Okay. And I said, well, how did you get here? He said, they smuggled us on a train. I said, okay. I'm like, so you're like inside? He's like, no. He's like, on top of the train.
What?
We're on top of the train. Everybody on top of the train. He said, I watched a lot of people die. A lot of young kids, women die, fall off, get their limbs caught in between the rail cars. Yeah. He said it was just terrible coming here. Like that was his first experience of like leaving where he's from, watching people lose their limbs and die and fall off trains.
Try to get here, just to fucking work.
Yeah,
that's wild, dude.
That's imagine that. It's like in the middle of the night, you just like get up on that cartel. You know what I mean? They're fucking like get up on that train right now, and
you had to pay $10,000.
$10,000 what they paid,
and they ensure that you're going to get there.
There ain't no guarantees.
Yeah, moderately safely.
I mean, here's a ride. You know what I mean? Like, here, you gotta get on top. You get on top of the train.
Man.
And we'll get you over to Mexico.
Do you you don't fuck around too much on the internet, like doom scrolling, but have you ever come across like the cartel algorithm, like TikTok, where it'll be like, yeah, we're hiring for new pilots. And it'll just show a bunch of clips of cartel pilots and the sketchy shit they do, or like, boat captains. And there's just like this giant, wide open fucking boat that's just packed full of fucking cocaine, and they're just hammered down through the fucking ocean and shit.
Yeah.
It kind of, I'll get stuck on every once in a while, like, that kind of looks fun. That kind of looks pretty fun.
That's some cowboys out there, man.
That's some fucking real cocaine cowboys.
Yeah.
There's a dude that, I forget his name. I gotta look it up in a second. I just found him. He's in a John boat, like a 17, 18 foot John boat, like with a tiller steering.
Yeah.
Fucking Tohatsu. And he's doing the Great Loop, the big loop from the Gulf all the way up the coast through the Great Lakes and then down the Mississippi back to the Gulf.
Wow.
He's trying to break the John boat time record. It's like fucking 19 days or something like that. He just started.
19 days to do it?
I can't remember. It might even be less than that. He just started in the Gulf in a fucking John boat, dude, and went around Florida. And I think yesterday he was around the Carolinas already. And he just started last week. He's already, this fucking boat, it has a custom like welded hull on the front, that your John boat comes to a point where there's like plates welded real high so he could take on big waves. Yeah. He was talking about going over 8 foot fucking seas in this John boat. He's got autopilot on it, so he's got his big comfy seat on his tiller and with fucking autopilot and his chart and all that shit. And he's fucking doing it.
I was about to say, how much does that break your back trying to do that?
So he went over a big wave and it was so big he got airborne and his ass went through his seat, broke his seat. Yesterday, the night before last, he was cruising and fell asleep. His autopilot was going and he passed out and his fucking boat ran into the marsh. Like 30 feet, and he had to like call somebody and these people. So now everybody knows what he's doing. So all these people are kind of like meeting him and giving him supplies. He has, I think, eight or 10 gas cans lined up on either side of his boat, and each one has a valve and a hose that goes to the next. So on his John boat, he has a 600-mile range of fuel before he has to stop and refuel.
I say, where do you stop and get this gas?
He just, every once in a while, when he knows he needs to, he'll just pull into a port, get fuel, get some food.
Other than the balls to do this, what's the prep? Like how you got to know where you could go to stop each top. Like, you know what I mean? Like just to plan out, like this is your stops. This is the only time you can make it. You get 600 miles to here. Mm-hmm. This is it. This one's really far. You're going to have to probably max out 580 miles on this to get to here.
Yeah. Or just for him to start, because his start was to cross the Gulf.
Yeah.
And he had to wait for the perfect weather window. And he's like, all right, this extended forecast looks good for me to get to fucking Florida.
Yeah.
And he just hammered down across the Gulf. I gotta find him. But what would be cool
What's he eating? Is he fishing out there?
No, he's stopping and getting food.
Yeah.
And like now that people know what he's doing, people are like giving him, they'll see him, they'll give him coffee, give him a meal.
Yeah.
He's got a sleeping bag. He'll sleep right in the middle of his fucking boat. Got a bimini. And like I think it was yesterday morning, he just like anchored up in the cove and just slept.
Yeah.
Slept out there, got up.
Wow.
But I would love to fucking figure out, because he has an app you could see where he is.
Yeah.
And I would love to like meet him somewhere around the Chesapeake, or if we could like take my boat out somewhere.
Yeah.
And like just give him some fucking vittles or something.
Yeah, let's find that out.
Yeah, I gotta fucking, God damn it, what the hell is his name? But the Great Loop is apparently a thing that I didn't really even.
And doing it on a John boat.
Dude, with a tiller steering.
And this guy fell asleep and autopilot took him into a marsh.
Yep. I gotta find this fucking guy's
name. What kind of autopilot was this on?
I'm just gonna search the Great Loop here real quick.
Imagine falling asleep and you're autopilot because you don't have radar. You just run right into a fucking barge.
Here he is. Robert Yunes. The Ageless Wanderer. Let's see where he is. Let's see where he has a Garmin app that you could check out where he's at. I'm in now.
You're invested.
I am. I want to see this guy fucking win.
Matt Matthews says, you're invested.
There's a dude that's doing it right now on a fucking rowboat. That he's like, what his time he's trying to do it in is like 370 something days.
Wow.
And he did it backwards. So he started up the Mississippi and was going through the Great Lakes, and they were talking about how he has to time it because if he doesn't get coming back down before it gets cold, he's going to be fucked coming down like the northeast area because it's going to be freezing. And of course the fucking internet here sucks. But anyway, we're gonna find out where old fucking Robert is here soon, and maybe we could time it out, or we could just go wait for that motherfucker. I tried to message him, but he's got his messages shut off on Facebook.
I watched that documentary on Netflix. There was one where, there's a Yeti Presents. You ever watching Yeti Presents?
I love that, man. On
YouTube, they're good. There's one where the girl and the guy do essentially a canoe, and it's a very long race. And they were talking about how many times they hallucinate through the middle of the night. They're just hallucinating on the boat because they're just they're seeing all kind of wild stuff that's not there.
I can't imagine. And it's got to be it has to be a mind fuck sometimes. He's only a couple days into his trip, so he's all like juiced up and everything.
Yeah.
But I'd imagine if every day you're running into people and they're like, oh, Rob, here's some food, and everybody's like rooting you on, it probably gives it to you.
It's gotta be so boring at times. Like I would probably have like ear muffs on.
Well, you could see why he would fall asleep.
Yeah.
I mean, and he even said, he was like, he said, I pushed myself too much. I got a full belly, and he's like, I just fell asleep, and it's fucking. And luckily he didn't fuck his shit up. Oh, I think like day 2 he ran into like a rock wall under the water and broke some shit. He had to get towed somewhere, got his shit fixed, and got back on. And then, 2 nights ago, falls asleep. But he's already from the Mississippi area of the Gulf. He's already in the Carolinas. Wow. And it's been just a few days.
I wonder how far off the coast he goes.
He says, depending on the weather, he'll like hug, he'll stay real close. And I think the last I heard was he wasn't sure if he was going to go right up the coast, like of Delaware and all that, or go like through the Chesapeake and then pop out, because there's waterways you can kind of go inland and then come back out, and go inland and come back out. But still, though, I can't remember the mileage. It's like 6,000 miles or
damn.
It's pretty legit though. But check them out. We're gonna shout them out though.
Let's shout them out.
Yeah,
we'll end on that.
All right, take us out, dude.
Take us out. Well, a couple things here. Again, if you guys are looking to get your health straight and you think you're all cool inside, I would recommend doing what Jeri and I have now done, is doing.
Mine is perfect, by the way.
Yeah, whatever. Mine was not. And you know what? I was doing a carnivore diet and all that shit, and those red meat, and the lady was like, yeah, except for you're already fat. And she's like, you're just eating a shit ton of saturated fat. You know what I mean? It's like, I was like, this does make sense. And since I haven't eaten red meat, and this will be actually probably going on 4 weeks, I'm just like, I feel a lot better because I'm not eating all this really fatty food. Mm-hmm. And we're just sitting here looking at the calories of everything. I feel a lot better. So I would recommend you get out there and actually kind of pay attention to what it is you're eating on the inside. Because I kind of got that image of like, looking at my stuff, I'm like, so I just have fat floating around my bloodstream. I'm like, cool. So I'm just not on fat on the inside of just the belly. I'm like, I'm fat in my bloodstream. That's terrible. So get out there, get your shit right, and go fuck yourself.